and we're gonna talk about one of the known problems with the PT Cruiser. It don't matter what year, 01 through 10, it doesn't matter. The cooling fan. Now, the cooling fan is not always your problem. So, but a lot of times cooling fan could be your problem. Again, what I'm trying to tell y'all is, okay, I'm gonna use an example. I had a customer come in telling me her AC stopped working, but it works when she's on the freeway, or her car is overheating, but it wasn't overheating only when she on the freeway. So here's what's going on with that scenario. The fan's job is to pull air through the radiator. Pull, not suck. It pulls air through the radiator, you know, so to release the heat out of the radiator. So, you know, this is a vicious cycle. It goes over and over again. But the fan's only job is to come on. There's two reasons that fan come on. The AC pressure is high enough to require a fan. So when the fan come on, the AC pressure will go down, the high side pressure will go down. And it serves purpose as keeping the car from overheating, releasing heat out of the radiator. It comes on again, it pulls air through the radiator to keep you from overheating and to lower the pressure on the condenser. So when you got a problem with, let's say, AC and overheating, chances are your fan is acting up on you. Because like I say, if you're on the freeway driving, let's say 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, whatever, if you're on the freeway driving, your AC working, you're not overheating, hey man, I mean, you're gonna think your car is not overheating, you're gonna think your AC works. Here's what's going on. While you're driving on the freeway, there's really no need for the AC fan to run. Because keep in mind what I said earlier, this job is to lower the AC high side pressure, you know, to a stabilizing point to keep the car cool and to release heat out of the radiator to keep the car from overheating. Now, if you're on the freeway, there's no need for the fan to do that because ram air, you're on the freeway driving, 50 miles an hour, you're getting air, you forcing air through the radiator. So there's no need for the fan to pull air through the radiator. Because again, if you're on the freeway, you're driving, forced ram air is ramming through your condenser and your radiator. So it's keeping the AC pressure down and it's releasing heat and keeping the car from overheating. Now, when you come to city driving, let's say you come to a red light, and all of a sudden that cooling hand start rising up to H, and your AC start working. Then you can pretty much suspect you got a fan issue. Now, at either rate, you need to go to a dealership. Most of the aftermarket shops I know, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not going to dog them out because, you know, I used to be one of them cats. But the equipment that they use, some of their scan tools not able to actuate the fan. What a dealer tech will do is hook your car up to the computer and he'll try to actuate your fan. His computer will become the computer of the car. So he's able to tell the fan to come on just to see if it works. So if we grab a scan tool, we hit actuate, and we don't hear nothing blowing, and we grab our test light and check for power and ground, you got power and ground going to it, but it's not blowing, then chances are you got a bad fan. Now, I mean, I'm sure some of you would think, why don't we just check for power and grounds at the connector? That's the case too, that's true too, but keep in mind that fan is a high and a low speed. So you don't really know which speed going out, but at any rate, if you get a fan assembly, both speed coming anyway, so it's kind of redundant. But for the most part, if you're overheating in city driving and you're not overheating on highway speed or at highway speed, chances are you got a fan acting up. If your AC work only on the freeway and not doing city driving, chances are you got a fan acting up. You know, so again, take that car to a dealership. It's a nice one on Highway 78 in Stone Mountain. Take that car to the dealership, man, where they got the proper tools. It's all about the proper tools. The scan tool that we use is OEM. It's built for Chrysler. So naturally, we're going to have an advantage over Pep Boys or Firestone. And again, I'm not dogging them out. I'm just giving you, as a consumer, a choice, a better choice. It may be a little higher. It may not. Who knows, man? The way prices going up, everybody's competing. So that dealership still got to compete with the little guys to get your business. I don't give a damn if they got super tools They still got to compete. At the end of the day, it's what that customer can do with their pocketbook. It's all about their pocketbook. If their pocketbook can allow it, then sure, they'll do it. But at the end of the day, they still got to compete. But my advice to you is take the car to a respectable technician, a respectable dealer that has a scan tool that can properly check your car out. He's just going to simply try to actuate your fan. Flip side of that, just say you actuate your fan runs. Then you got other problems. Just say you go to Pep Boys and they can't actuate your fan and they replace your $300-400 fan and you still overheat, you still got a problem. Then you're going to be highly pissed. So another advantage of the dealership, chances are they can get it right the first time. They can get it right the first time. That'll save you money, save you time, save you everything. So not disregard, again, at the end of the day, it's about your pocketbook, but don't always, I guess you ain't got much choice, but it costs a quality diagnosis, and I can attest to that. So get that car checked out by a respected. That's the other reason that can cause a car to overheat. Don't get me wrong, there's lots of them. I mean, you got the thermostat, you got radiator, you got everything. I talk about coolant flow on another video, because really it's all about the coolant flow. If the flow of the coolant is not circulating the way it's supposed to be, I mean, it's a vicious cycle. The water pump pushes it out. It goes through the radiator. It goes through little small heater hoses. It goes through bigger radiator hoses. It goes through small heater hoses and go through another core inside of your dash called a heater core, and back out and back through another channel through your cylinder head to keep it cool. And who knows, if you got an oil cooler, it might have to go through there, the channel through there to keep the oil cool. I mean, it's just a vicious cycle. So the coolant has to cycle properly in order to keep your car in proper shape or keep it from overheating. So not just a fan that causes you overheating. There's a lot of reasons to cause you to overheat. But my advice to you is take it to a dealer where they can check it out and get it right the first time. That's my latest tip on the PT Cruiser. I got a lot more of the tips. Like I say, man, subscribe to my channel, man. I'm not just gonna talk about the PT. I mean, I'm a Chrysler Super Tech, so I can talk about anything. I know everything about anything on the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, all that. So holla at your boy. I gotta get out of here.